Zolder and the Lotus Cup Europe, and this is one of the races of the season, with this particular lead between John Walker, who we're riding car with now, and Gregory Rass, who has been all over his tail ever since the light went out. In third place we have got race 1 winner, that is Jeremy Lorenko, who is poised to pick up the pieces should anything go wrong. Meanwhile, Benoit Roger applying the pressure to the fluorescent yellow car of Jean-Pierre Genu-Prache, and Roger looking to the inside into turn 2, might just be able to sneak away past, can't quite do it, and then they run on through Canal Bocht. Meanwhile, in car Gregory Rass, there you can see his countdown clock. We have got just under 20 minutes remaining in this 30-minute race. Gianno Santa and David Harvey do battle a little bit lower down the field. They have both closed up to David McAnulty. But now for the front runners, they're getting to the stage of the race where they're going to get in and amongst the traffic quickly, because this is the beauty of the Lotus Cup Europe multi-class racing. There's always somebody to race with, but you have got cars of very varying speeds throughout the field. Walker can see Gregory Rass closing onto his tail. Then we've got Jeremy Lorenko, who is sitting and waiting to pounce just behind as they head out of the Jackie X Bocht on towards another lap. And Rass not quite as close to Walker on this occasion. It means that John Walker can take his preferred racing line into this opening sequence, and most crucially have already set up as he'd like to now for this double right-hander, which then with Lucien Bianchi but just feeds them onto the back straight along behind the pits, which is one of the faster sections of the circuit. Meanwhile, Benoit Roger and Jean-Pierre Genu-Prache continuing their excellent fight. Jean-Pierre Genu-Prache pretty much perfectly positioned in the middle of the road, but Benoit Roger sees a gap to the inside. That gets closed as now Gregory Rass comes right back onto terms with John Walker as they jink through the chicane. Walker consults the mirrors behind him. Gregory Rass looking very relaxed in the cockpit. I'm sure his heart is beating frantically in terms of the way that he's turning the wheel. So the positioning of the car, he's making it look very straightforward. And they have both got Jeremy Lorenko there in third place, and Lorenko with lights ablaze. I don't think Gregory Rass needs any reminding that Lorenko is there, but it also serves as warning to Gregory Rass just to get the hurry up, as Rass now makes the slight mistake, and for the first time John Walker has got the best part of 5 car lengths over Gregory Rass as they head through the final chicane. Complete another lap. This is one of the sections of the circuit where Gregory Rass has been so strong, although he has a slight correction of the wheel there, a little bit of opposite lock just before he begins to move up through the gears. He'll be slightly frustrated with that. Jeremy Lorenko is there in third, Xavier Georges a slightly distant fourth, but they've got a little bit more traffic now up ahead of them. And as ever for the race leader, John Walker, this is where it starts to get difficult because he encounters the traffic first of all. And Walker heading towards Lucien Bianchi, but he's got Kai Kederholm just ahead of him, and he goes to the outside. Kederholm hasn't seen him, they make contact and Walker flies off the road, and so does Kederholm. Has a huge impact with the tyre wall as Walker rotates into what I suspect is going to be a retirement. Looks to try and get the car restarted and back underway, but I fear he's beached. Well, the good news is that Kai Kederholm is okay, but that was a very nasty impact, and the car ending up upside down on the tyre barrier. So all of that now promotes Gregory Rass into the lead of the race, with Jeremy Lorenko in pursuit. Amongst the production class, it is of course John Rass who still leads the way. Jason McAnulty though is well up there in second place. He's got the white car of Markus Nikovic just in behind him. Meanwhile, Jean-Pierre Genu-Prache possibly in a little bit of trouble. He gets passed by Nathalie Genu-Prache and David Harvey into the Jackie X Bocht. There's several places that Jean-Pierre Genu-Prache has lost over the course of the past couple of laps. They have got a little bit of traffic to contend with in the form of Rob Woolridge. As Nathalie Genu-Prache looks to the inside of David Harvey and squeaks past, and then Genu-Prache rotates, and that's into the path of the race leader Gregory Rass, who would not have wanted to have seen 211 facing the oncoming traffic, and that is always, we've already seen how treacherous it can be, the race leader through traffic for John Walker. It was very nearly a similar incident for Gregory Rass. Nathy Prache rejoins the fray, but she has now lost a glut of places as a result, and is about to be lapped by Xavier Georges. There is Xavier Georges. There is Thierry Verheest in the Evora, or rather Steve Williams, that is, in his Evora, chasing Thierry Verheest. They're fighting over what is now 4th and 5th place. Jeremy Lorenko trying to get onto terms with Gregory Rass through the chicane. There's Dennis van den Sarvel. He's trying to get himself up into the 20. Oh, and another big spin there for Nathy Prache, and this time she very nearly collects production class leader John Rass, and also 3rd place in the raceman Xavier Georges. Georges got through without delay. John Rass was delayed, but fortunately wasn't skittled into the gravel, because that could have been a very, very unfortunate way to bring his winning streak to an end. Here is Gregory Rass as he heads into another lap. He's got Jeremy Lorenko poised on his tail, and Lorenko has got a few moments here at his disposal. Jeremy Prache will possibly require a little bit of assistance to get out of the gravel trap. Marshall's earned recovery vehicles head that way, but what it also does is eliminates one of the key overtaking opportunities on the lap, as Benedict Major goes a lap down to Xavier Georges. Georges pounds across the line, headlights ablaze. We've got this almighty sort out going on behind. It's Christophe Zolder, who is well up amongst the Evoras. He's got Steve Williams snapping his heels, and there is Williams, headlights ablaze, looking to claim the place from the Zolder. Zolder, though, holds his line. They squeeze past Jason McAnulty as well through the left-hander. They are rapidly running out of time. I think the Williams may have just made the move on the Zolder. We'll find out momentarily. No, they're still as they were. The Zolder just clear of Williams. There is Robert Nilsson. As he plies the throttle, picks his way past a couple of the production runners. His main target is Benoit Roger, but Roger a little bit further up the road, and therefore going to take some catching now into the chicane for the final time. Jeremy Lorenko lines up the pressure on Gregory Rass, but Rass has got enough as he accelerates out of Jackie Ick's box. The checkered flag goes out, and it's a victory in race 2 in the Lotus Cup Europe at Zolder for Gregory Rass. 2nd place goes to Jeremy Lorenko, and then it is going to be quite the wait for Xavier Georges to claim 3rd place. Across the line for David Harvey. Look at the celebration from Harvey, both arms in the air, and that was a great drive from David from the back of the grid up to 12th. A check then at the final classification. Gregory Rass wins it from Jeremy Lorenko and Xavier Georges. Thierry Verheest clear of Steve Williams, and Christophe Zolder at the top 211 in 6th. John Rass once more to the fore of the production class, ahead of Jason McAnulty and Markus Nikovic, all 3 of them well inside the top 20. Andrew Wright did get back into the fray, eventually to finish in 26th, just clear of Kees Versluis. Well, for John Walker, what may have been, but it's great to see that he and Kai Kederholm are okay.
Gregory, congratulations, well done.
Merci.
First of all, I hope all is well with the drivers. I'm not sure who it was. It's not easy to win a race here, so it's nice when things go to plan. I hope all goes well for them.
Jeremy, congratulations, moved up again from 4th to 2nd. Not quite the win that you hoped on, you took home in race 1, but congratulations all the same.
Yes, thank you. Merci. A strange race. I hope to John and another driver who's good, je sais pas. We don't very take much pleasure in the race 2 because I think it's a dangerous race. But I'm okay. I'm happy to finish 2nd.
Dave, congratulations. Race 2 a lot better for you, finishing in the top spot.
Yes, it's been a really, really hard weekend. We didn't get out in free practice, didn't get out in qualifying, so it was to the back of the grid. And then in race 1, it stopped again. And in race 2, well, I just kept going, and well, it almost kept going, not quite, but it did, and we got there, yeah. So a good end.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, an amazing weekend, and you're top of the championship table as well going into Le Mans.
You think? Oh yeah, you're right. Again. Yeah, no, it's a nice race as usual. A little bit boring because I was alone. Yeah, I was in the middle of nothing, in between Janos and the other guy from Eastern Europe, as usual. Sorry, but I keep the point for the championship, so that's a good result again.
Well, fantastic! Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So leaving Zolder, then it's John Rass at the head of the standings, with Jeremy Lorenko snapping his heels in second and Christophe Lezondre in a very solid third, just ahead of his main rival in the 211's Jean-Baptiste Loup.
As always, it's been an incredible weekend of racing here at Zolder. Now we move on to Le Mans for the last round of the Lotus Cup Europe. Here at Zolder, the V6 dominated, but the championship table is all still to play for. We'll see you next time.